time to burn. Market makers grin with their dirty play. 50-50 chance, do I stay or stray? Confusion reigns, sweat on my brow. Is it topping out or crashing now? All coins tremble, I'm sweating the cold. Save the bag or let it fall. Guru's words echo, but they ring so hollow. News might break, or it's just a swallow. Catalysts lurk in the shadows deep. My patience cracks, I can barely sleep. Confusion reigns, sweat on my brow. Is it topping out or crashing now? All coins tremble, I'm sweating the cold. Save the bag or let it tricks they pull, a dirty game. Market makers laugh, no shame. I'm pissed and ready to go off the rail. Why is it always a coin flip fail? Confusion reigns, sweat on my brow. Is it topping out or crashing now? All coins tremble, I'm sweating the cold. Save the bag or let it fall.
The fever's taking hold. Oh, my pulse thunders a wild heart plea. All coins flicker, they're calling to me. War shadow trembles, my senses ignite. Craving the chaos, I lose my fight. Crypto fever, it scorches my soul. All coins pull me, I lose control. I quiver with one, break every vow. FOMO's embrace consumes me now. My skin prickles with a reckless thrill. Hype siren song, it bends my will. War drums pound, my heart's ablaze. I plunge headlong in a dizzy haze. Crypto fever, it scorches my soul. All coins pull me, I lose control. I quiver with one, break every vow. FOMO's embrace consumes me now.
The only thing missing from this song's a little cowbell. We can fix that right now. Welcome to the cowbell ceremony.
Oh, my breath hitches, the charts explode. Desire surges down a reckless road. Every spike tempts, I shed my fear. A FOMO temptress, I draw near. Crypto fever, it scorches my soul. All coins pour,
Ladies and gentlemen,
I lose control. I quiver with one.
here we go.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you very much.
Welcome on to Late Night Crypto with Road Dogg. We're on the 1 minute chart right now, watching, waiting, trying to see what the hell is this thing going to do. There's a white line up here. Did it come up? Is this a bearish retest? Are we headed for disaster? Or are we trying to just confirm this possible higher low here that's bouncing off of this ban line, which lines up perfectly on the 1 minute, but when I zoom out to the 15 minute, it ain't nowhere near the damn thing. What the hell's up with that? Clearly, we've got to stick with the 1 minute to see how this mystery unfolds. And that's what we're going to do tonight, ladies and gentlemen, here on Road Dogg Crypto. And also going to take a look at small coins, see what's going on in the market. And should we be scared? Are we nervous? This is Sunday night, by the way, and we got some weird... The futures are running tonight, so CME futures, so the big boys are getting to play, and I hear maybe the market's going to be open half a day tomorrow or something. I don't know. Whatever, you know, it's a holiday, it's a Sunday. There's not very many people here on a holiday weekend to defend these Bitcoin prices, so Wells will play some games. Can we agree to that? When has it ever been the smartest decision you ever made to, oh my God, we're going to have to sell everything on a Sunday night? How has that played out historically? Not very well. Tonight, this is not the time to get scared. It's the time to be cautious. It's the time to be hopefully optimistic for a little bit of something. But it's also the time to be a little bit wise and prepare for the next big move, which could be down. I mean, I'm not saying we ain't going down. I just don't think we're going down right now. And maybe I'm wrong, and if I'm wrong, then well, but I got me gain line right here that I'm just going to leave it there because they're doing pretty gosh darn good. We're getting these areas. They're not really supposed to function exactly like a trend line, but in some cases they do, and in this case it is. So I ain't going to bitch about it. It's kind of a pity that we're flirting with losing this 800 moving average here on the 4 hour. I can see why people would be scared. I'd see why people would be scared. Even your big time gurus seem to be just fluttering around like chickens with their heads off. I don't know where it's gonna go. Just all been out of shape, putting out shorts for the morning, which didn't show. I think it was here short. It actually went up. Then all taking longs without a good reason, just because they're crazy, and then sweating bullets when it comes down here, but yet saying, "See, I told you I was right. We're going to short," and then it not continue down. My thing is, man, I do have issue with that because this is support area here, right? There's an 886 Fibonacci area right here, just a little bit below that we haven't touched. Okay, we're at areas that we're trying to find some kind of support here. It's just trying. If it loses it, then that's a different story. But until we break that low over here, we're at support. Maybe we at support. You don't short support. I got a song about it. I got several songs about it, matter of fact. But that was the worst call I've ever seen to try to get people to short support before it becomes resistance. Now you short resistance. So I gotta clear this up for anybody. I just gotta. I mean, let's get some clear information out there. To short this guy, you need to break this guy over here, and that was where we got on Friday. Remember Friday, and that's when they were going. Say we're going down to $100,000 today, and that didn't happen either. Okay, so. Poor gurus, they're just having a rough time, man. Their emotions are getting in. You can tell them they're spazzing out a little bit. Anyway, I don't think it's time to get too crazy. I mean, can that happen? Of course. I mean, the stuff can happen, but we wait for confirmations on this stuff, man. Especially trying to flip from from areas that could be some of the best longs for a short-term play. But to actually just to short this guy over here, man, price needs to come down below it. Hopefully get a retest, but we need to break that level before you think about shorting at these. This is like buying the top in reverse. Man, this is like it's shorting the bottoms. This is selling on the low is what that idea is, and I just can't believe I've seen it thrown out there so willy-nilly-ish. What I'm looking for and what I've been looking for and hoping for, and we've seen some hope that we might be getting up there. We still even, I guess we have to, for the measure move area, I guess we have to count this little guy. See if we can get past that now. Take him off of there. We need to be coming back up to the, well, I got another, if we're looking at the GANFAN lines, this area about 110.8, somewhere over there. But mostly this purple line I got, about 111. The first thing I got to see us get past there, and I think we can come up there and test that over the next few days, however long it takes us. Once we get past the weekend and holiday little phase, and maybe we can go up higher than that. I would love to see us go up higher. There's a lot of trend lines that we've lost. We need to zoom out a little bit to kind of appreciate where we are on this. Maybe I'll go to a different chart, get off the GAN line thing for a second. Can I, do I have one that we can, this was with a fractal. That would be scary. There is a bigger area, about 105, that I'm looking at, but what I'm looking for is that we might get a come up in this a little bit before we roll over. I don't believe that we're getting ready to dump down there, and I don't believe it's going to happen on a Sunday night. If it does, then hey, you suck, turkey. But this is usually when they try to flinch, make you flinch, scare you, and maybe they'll try that, run that game later. What I would expect for them to do is to kind of bounce from here and then start picking up and then start winning people over. Altcoins might be coming back a little bit, money coming back in as we go up and get people to chase and roll over. Maybe something like what we had over here. Remember that? The guru that is scared. Now, he finally sees this, but he didn't have this trend line drawn at that time. He just had a flag to the upside. But afterward, if he had that trend line before, he would have saw what we saw, which was, hey man, that's like a bearish retest, dude. On a Friday. That was Friday action right there. And it kind of interesting that how on this Friday, on the 22nd, they pumped us up, right? Flags to the upside, bullish AF, you know. Whatever little news came out, I've already forgot what it was, but it wasn't enough to sustain us through a weekend. And then isn't it interesting that on this Friday, they did just the opposite. They've got a little playbook that they go by, and I haven't quite decoded it exactly. They kind of switched the days. It's hard to catch which days that they start initiating it and whatever, but they've got a little playbook intentionally meant to flush you out in this market, and they're gosh darn good at it. Scare the bejesus out of you. They will scare the bejesus out of you and then say, just kidding, we're good, come on back up, and you're like, well, mother, I just sold. Why? That's exactly what they're trying to do, in my personal opinion. So I'm going to come back to this little tiny 6-minute time frame. I'll even go back to the other chart we were on, and I got to say, she ain't giving me what I need, and we got some bearish sentiment over here, but still, these areas, if we were to take, I'm going to get rid of some of these lines if you don't mind. Y'all don't mind if I get rid of some of these old lines over here, do ya? This was the thing that I was looking at last night when we were leaving. We were around here in this kind of guy. We lost it and then we gained it back, and that looked kind of cool. And after it dropped down here, I'm like, well, gosh darn it, what's going on? So we get a trend line from bodies to bodies, but it turns out to be kind of identifies the channel. So in my personal opinion, this is a better example of what we're doing, and we did lose that little sucker. There is a measured move. We can take it. I'm not trying to get all bearish. We're just looking at how this plays out. It's a bearish formation, kind of breaking early. Might be doing something else, though. We'll talk about that in a minute. But there is this little possibility. It says down here at 106. Let's throw that out there just for poops and giggles. This is not my call. This is just a possibility. I'm not going to be one of those and say, see, I called it. Now I'm going to tell you what I think, and I'm going to stick with it. But I'll show you the possibilities. We could. It would be making a textbook break from this, retest, and then try to roll over. Of course, I expect something to catch here, something to catch here, and hopefully something to catch here for a bounceable area, unless we want to come all the way back down. But there's some other signs saying, oh, maybe that's not what we're doing at all. So you're trying to get ahead of the horse here. We still got this bottom over here. Remember that bottom? Yeah, we haven't been back down there yet. We just keep making higher lows. We're starting to make lower ones now, but you know, after bumping up here, what do you expect? We talked about the possibility of it making a bottom formation at this area when we first got down here. At first, we had this little pattern, and that's just a start. That's not really a bottom pattern, right? So, and there was one part in the stream we talked about this option where it can come up and then start rolling back down for a higher low. That is exactly what I'm looking for here, and we got our first little hint of that with this guy. Came down to our 886 level, didn't quite touch it. I ain't pissed about it. I take that as a bullish sign. Bumped up here, just right below the 0.5 there, and whatever makeshift trend line that we had drawn. Retest, bearish retest we just talked about, right? But if she can catch here at 107.8 at that 786, that for another higher low, we are making a potential double bottom pattern here that could get us back up to those 111, 112 areas that we're hoping for, where maybe if we want to de-risk or think about getting scared and making those big moves that they're trying to get us to make today, that would be the smarter place to try the way to make it. That is my whole spiel for tonight as far as Bitcoin and of course the altcoins, but I think the altcoins are still holding up fairly well. We'll take a look at that next. I'll come over to the chat, say hello to everybody in just a moment, but when I do come on, I just try to get these ideas out because I do this because I think there might be somebody that needs to hear it. Some of you guys might be cool and you got your own little TA system and you're confident in what you see and everything that may or may not even match up with anything that I've got, and that's totally fine. But then there's some people out here that ain't got a freaking clue, and hearing getting some bad advice out there from some of the bigger channels, and well, I just feel like it's my duty to spend a little time here talking about possibilities. So what I see, there is a classic possible bearish retest that could take us down, but I'm looking for these other little signs that we're trying to fight our way back up here a little bit, okay? Until we lose this area over here, I wouldn't do anything too scary. I wouldn't say, I guess it's time to short now. No, not at this point in the game, unless you started shorting the top or shorting a come up and then a rollover, or any of these places. No, this is definitely not the time to be entertaining opening a short. This is one of the places where that could go badly against you. And you might still be right overall in the bigger picture, because we might actually go lower, but we could go up before we ever do go lower. Let's see what we do over here. Or we might not even roll over at all. Who knows what this market's got going on? It's behind the times. It needs to get us on a big bull run, but everything on the bigger time frames, which I guess we got to look at that too. The weekly candles and indicators over here. I'm going to start out, I believe, with the indicators on the weekly. What are you looking like? Below the signal line, not too great. There's an area over here that we could be coming down to. Should it? That should actually make a higher low too. Let's see what we got over here. Well, that's nothing good. You lost that little guy. There might be some kind of hope for an argument here that you can find something on this trend line, but that's all we got over here. She is declining. She gave us the sell signals right over here. There were sell signals on the weekly. There were. We are in a downtrend. Clearly, we can see that. We've been talking about that, the warning signs of that for a while. Now we got, it doesn't look so much like a turtle anymore. Looks like a, oh my God. Are you a turkey? Could you be a turkey? I believe it's a turkey. Oh my, I'm a turkey. What does this mean? Big feathers. Okay. Anyway, we got this bearish cross that is getting a second week down here. Second confirmation. It is being confirmed bearish trend on the weekly, right? That's a warning sign. Doesn't mean we go all down at once, people. It doesn't mean we all go straight down like they want us to think is happening tonight. Right over here, ladies and gentlemen, there's a 21 moving average on the weekly. Please notice, keep your hands inside the vehicle at all times, but it's $107,164 that we may or may not come talk to and bounce off from. We might say, hello, how are you today? And then we'll see you later. We're going to go back up and talk to the 9 moving average, which is back up here at about 115. That would be beautiful. I would love that. I would love for us to get a possible range through here, and it's still possible because this 9 moving average is nowhere near bearishly crossing this yet on this big ass time frame. So unless we lose this little guy and lose this red line over here, I'm always going to be talking about these red lines, I think we can be working our way back up a little bit. But there are these areas down here that while we got these MACD weekly bearish signs here, we got to keep them on the radar of a retest around $100,000. But again, doesn't mean it's going to do it all at once. There's ups and downs when we do that. Remember ups and downs. Remember ups, there were, over here is a great example. Yeah, there were ups and downs. And it was on these ups where you would take the shorts, right? That was the best places to take the shorts. These are the best places to take the longs, and we can always see that in hindsight, right? So we just got to try to figure out, well, what's our new hindsight? Well, we got 3 weekly candles down. What do we get over here? 3 or 4 weekly candles down? All right, this one had 3, this one had 5. Some of them were smaller. This one had 5. Let's get ready for it. But within those candles, there was a range, right? It went from 58,000 up to 67,000. That's a $10,000 range. It went from 60,000 up to 72,000. That's a $12,000 range on those candles. That gives you ample time to find some good shorts, to find some good places to de-risk and not be selling on the bottoms like they're trying to talk us into doing right now. And you got gurus out there just driving it home too. Worst possible place to capitulate is when our daily indicators are down at bottom areas. Got all of them down at bottom areas, not the bottomest of the areas. They can still go, but this is not the place to throw in the towel. Come on, Rocky, you can do better than this. Besides, your daily MACD over here is already starting to give you lighter histogram colors. It's trying to hint at you. I'm trying to get a second win. I'm trying to catch my breath. See if we can find some support here first before we give up the ghost is what I'm saying. All I'm saying out here for Bitcoin here on the 6 minute. Let's just rolling over again. Ain't you scared? Well, I don't like it. We could see better things. Tis true, tis true. Looks like we just fell out of a big ass channel, right? That's our thesis. But we still ain't got this little low out of the way, and if we do, I got some support down here. I got this little support down here at 107,000. Might be able to make a deal there and catch something. You've also got some of these sideways. Look at that. Oh, neat. So that idea tells us, well, if it does fake us out, if it's not trying, my thesis is it's trying to make a higher low now. If not, then I will entertain the lower low. But we're still going to look at you sideways. If you look at this as a local pattern, what is that? That's a bullish megaphone. What do they do? Same thing they did over here, right? That was what we had right here. This was the bullish megaphone. This was one right here. What did it do? Well, it actually came down and made a lower low. But what it was really doing was making an area called a partial decline, where it doesn't necessarily come back. It doesn't come back down to the other trend line. It finds an area to level off, and that's what we're looking for. Whether it's trying to do it now, or whether it's got us, level out here a little bit. It'll get to an area where we level out, and then that is what we look at for it to attempt to do its breakout. So rather than sow the seeds of fear, oh my God, I got to do something quick. Oh, short the market. Let's take a breath and just kind of look and see what's going on. Because a nice big ass double bottom at this area of support would be the perfect setup for a little bit of a reversal to give us a little relief rally before we have to do anything sideways or down into September, which is not the best month, but it's not the most horrible, but it's Labor Day. In the 3 years that I've been doing this stream thing, I don't think I've ever had a very positive, I've never had one positive Labor Day weekend thumbnail that I've seen. The Bears were in control every Labor Day that I can remember making thumbnails for. Yeah, it's country night, ladies and gentlemen. I'm coming over to talk to you guys now. How's it going, everybody? How are you feeling about Bitcoin, the market, and all that stuff? 20 people hanging out with me on a Sunday night. Let me give a shout out. Oh, Road Dogg was first. No, Gator Squatch. How's it going, my man? Gator Squatch is first. Gator's also got a couple of gem coins for us to take a look at tonight, and we'll take a look at some of those and probably some small market caps. I forget you can't hear me too good when the hands are clapping. We're going to turn down Dollywood just a minute right there. Tonight's stream is brought to you by some good ass, not real coffee. It's chicory. It's for late nights, caffeine free. Hey, tastes a lot like coffee. I like it. Because when I drink the real coffee, I'm up all freaking night, man. Y'all know. They're in the Telegram group like 5:30 in the morning going, hey, look at this. Some good ass coffee. Never hurt nobody. We got Gator Squatch. I see Duality C. How's it going, Duality C? Good to see ya. Jim B. Stars. Good to see you here again. We got Strega. And Jack of all trades, they loving this place. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Who else have we got in here? We got King Hell. Good to have you here again. We got Joe from Trade Intuition, fellow YouTuber. There's his channel right over here. If you're not following him, you need to go over and follow him. Does videos. He gives instruction. Good dude. Good grasp of the market and market concepts and everything. You go there and here, there, other places, learn. There's a bunch of us little guys out there that are trying to kind of put a positive, get all the little grifters and stuff kind of put to the side and put out some useful information and not something that's just there to enrich them. But they get you reeled in on a group, and it could take you 4 years to trade like me and get you on all that. Man, you got a few more months in this market. How's them flags working out? Let's see if we can get something. Let's get some strategies that kind of make sense to help you navigate this market. Joe's a great teacher over there, man. Go check him out. I've got to come back to the chat. Started talking about Jardia. Ave Medina, how's it going? Good to see you. And I think I'm getting so is that Bobby Eck? Hey, how's it going? And Rich Sainsbury. Good to see you guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for spending your time with me. We'll get to some altcoins here soon. I want to check out the indices. I like to check out Bitcoin. I like to check out the indices to give us the weather on what our other bags we want to do. Altcoins. Even take a look at SPX 500 just to keep tabs of, the tech stocks to see how that might relate. And we start getting into some altcoins, and I like good altcoin plays. I like the solid ones. I like the big ones. I like the little ones. I like the Degen ones too. I ain't afraid to look at a Degen coin, and if it's got a decent trade set up or something that I see there, I try to point it out. And if it looks like crap, well, I'll try to point that out too. Maddie Ghost, how's it going? 100K imminent? I think it's a strong possibility that we might see that. Maybe. I mean, it shows up on the charts as being a possibility on the table. I don't think it's today, though. I don't even think it's tomorrow. I think they want us to think it's today or tomorrow. Are you making that little lower low for me? Wait, we got an intervention over here, Bitcoin. Pardon me, just a moment. She went down a little bit lower. She right here to this trend line thingy that I got drawn there. Are you respecting that? Well, ain't that like just little magic on pancakes? Look at that. Oh, that's amazing. You didn't even touch it. Did I not draw it good enough for you? Are you being picky? Are you gonna come back and touch it, or are you just gonna run off? I mean, come on. If I draw a line, I at least want you to touch it. I mean, come on. You'll like it. It feels good. It vibrates. Bzzz. I'm just saying. Anyway, all right. So we'll keep our eye on there and see if we make price feel awkward here. My theory is the more awkward we can make it feel, the more likely we're kind of come up here, and then instead of turning this to a scary pattern, we turn it into like a little mini double bottom on the 1 minute and see if we can reclaim some ground. I know, I mean, crap, it's got its work cut out to do. It's flipped totally bearish on them moving averages, so it's got its work cut out to do. But this is a perfect place to see it play out. Let's see if we can get some of this bullish divergence to show us what bullish divergence is made of, man. Come on, show me what you're made of. 1 minute bullish divergence. Why are you doing a red candle? Why are you doing a red candle? No. Why are you doing that? Stop doing that. I know you're underneath the 9. I talked dirty about you, but why are you doing that? Stop it. We'll come back here. Anyway, right now we're going to take a look at total 3. So here we are watching altcoins get scary. It's at the area of retest and a little below because, well, why not freak altcoin people out too? So we're down here at the 1.02 trillion dollar area. I think I can get rid of this dotted line. That was the first one we were traveling. We give it a little wiggle room here, I believe. Taking these wicks into account. No, that's not good enough for you either, huh? No, you're always wanting more. Never had satisfied with what you got. It's always got to be a little bit more. Got to go reach in a little deeper there, huh? It's just not deep enough. You just got to reach in deeper, huh? All right. Are you giving me any signs that you got any? No signs of support here. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, this is awkward. So is this a bearish retest idea on these small time frames for total 3 to break the trend line? That's the little first of whatever small bearish retest that we might have. It's going to blast through this area of support that I've got and shoot on down. Is that what you're telling me that you're trying to do? I certainly hope not. Come down to the 1 minute. Have you got any news for me over here? I just like to chase them down if I see them at an area of support and see if we start getting anything. We ain't got nothing yet. So it looks to me like altcoins are feeling kind of scared right now. Are you? How you doing over here, altcoins? Why aren't you showing up? They're so scared they won't even come out and show their face right now. What's up with that? Oh, there they are. They're all red. No, red face right here on the 1 hour. Oh, there's 1 hour, 3/4, almost a full percent there. What about the daily? Daily, we're down 2-3%. What about our new weekly? This should be a new week, right? Ooh, 8% on the week. Well, everybody says this is altcoin season. Why would that be? Why would that be if this is altcoin season? I just say. They've been being told it's altcoin season ever since like February, I think. There's always been somebody out there. Oh, it's altcoin season. So I like Bitcoin dominance to help me figure out altcoin season. And she's catching right here, right? Remember what we say about this same pattern, man? Same pattern. It's a channel. Well, you can look at it several different ways, I guess. You can squeeze it into a wedge. You can do that with a little bear trap idea. But she's leveling out here, making a partial decline. Finding support at this area. It looks like Bitcoin dominance wants to get a little dominant and start coming up a little bit and hopefully roll over here. It's a good chance that she will at some point, somewhere in this area, roll over again. But until then, oh, it's going to be hell for altcoins. But that should be good for Bitcoin, right? Usually is.
Spend my check on shaky bets, chasing dreams in vain. Bet on a coin with a fishy vibe, it tanked by morning light.
Now we finally touched it. Are we getting something? Oh, on this time frame you went below it. Are we going to get something? Well, For some people, it's looking scary AF for Bitcoin right now. Lower lows, lower highs. She actually made a higher high than the lower one. To me, when I see that, it even cleared this one. Bitcoin on this small ass time frame for what we did made a higher high. So this could be a possible flush out. That is how I read that. Doesn't have to be how you read that, but that's exactly how I read that. It's one of the things I'm going to make sure that I don't neglect. Now, if she comes up, finds some resistance there, starts rolling over, and breaks this area here, then we can definitely say, well, that's several confirmations that it's probably going down. You suck, Road Dog. But until then, I'm rocking it here on the 1 minute. Even though she printed a red candle. Oh, you trying me? Why are you trying me so hard, Bitcoin? You just trying me so hard. You had a 113 too. There's a. Don't you do it? Don't you cross that line, Bitcoin? Them fighting words right there, Bitcoin. I'll take this stuff. I'll strangle you with this stethoscope. I ain't a kidding. You know I will. I did it last time. I'll choke that chicken. I'm a good chicken choker. Bitcoin. Shoot, sometimes like this, I gotta come down to 10-second chart. See what you doing over here? What are you doing over here, Bitcoin? Huh? Are you? Are you gonna turn around now? Huh? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do about it? Come on. Sometimes you gotta be a little coarse with Bitcoin. You ain't welcome here. You ain't welcome down this far south, Bitcoin. Take your blue-bellied ass up to the north side up there, you dang Yankee. Get on out of here. See, ladies and gentlemen, this is how you work the market. It's not. It's all in how you hold your mouth, and it's all how you talk to the coin right there. That's really the secret. I think WD Gann knew that, and oh crap! Don't you come back! I got a shotgun. Oh crap! Sean, get the shotgun. Bitcoin's trying to make a run for it, Sean. I hope this area holds. I hope that we see it hold. I'm just out here being silly. There's chances they can. 107.4, maybe another $100 down. We're in some areas that we can find some surprise support, but it is kind of bearish that she lost some areas over here. Again, though, until she loses this little magical area over here, getting too scared could be a mistake. And if I'm trying to say anything tonight, it would be that. Let's see what happens with this number here. See if we get any candles on some bigger time frames, even a 15-minute or something closing below here. Then we can say, oh man, I guess we're in for a wild ride. Maybe we can short. All right, I'm going to take a look at some altcoins real quick, if you don't mind. I'm going to take a look at DSL. Can we find that one? DSL protocol. I think we got it on here now, right? MEXC has got you too, right? Is this still it? Is this the same one? Okay. So this is DSLA. This should be this. This is it, right? This one Gator Squatch was bringing our attention a few nights ago. Still has a lot of things to work out through these moving averages, but it's trying. So we could even we're still on the table to come back down here at this area, which would be a good place to get it at 10013 area, right around through here. Could be seeing that, and she did make a lower high here, so that might happen, and that's cool. There's also this little trend line that's starting to shape up here, so let's see what we can catch on it first. That would be a great place for it to bounce. Might line up with this little area right there. Right beneath it. Remember in that 360 moving average here on the 4 hour. But that's nice. It made a higher high. We're looking for a higher low and see if DSLA can make some gains, baby. You got a target for me? Well, I like 0.0008, but I think it'll be a minute before it actually gets up there. In the meantime, I'm liking this one right here quite well, because if she can't get past this one, well, she's doomed to range around or stay around the bottom area for a minute. a minute longer than we want her to. That's at 0.00045. And from where it is right now up to there is about 121% gains. That's too high. That would be our higher high. That's what I would be looking for here. Why do I want to settle for anything less? I mean, any places that we have been, that might still be something. Going right back up to the top where we wicked out there, that's 71% gain, so that's not bad. But my thesis is, well, if I'm buying in bottom areas and this one can get back up to these bigger areas, like over here, why do I want to get out so soon? Just my take. Doesn't have to be your take. Ladies and gentlemen, so glad to have you here. Let me come back to the chat real quick if you don't mind. Rich Sainsbury says that 1054 would be a 618. There's a lot of different fibs there depending on how you're looking at them. And now the ones that really matter the most are the ones from the very bottom to our very top. And that one's right around 100,000 right there, 236. That's one reason that I think we got a good possibility of touching that $100,000 area. Just not today. It ain't got to be today. Let's see if we can zoom out here, because we've already drawn that out on these charts. Oh man, you got all the small time frames on. Yeah, this. Well, we'll use this one. I want to come back to that one. That one's got an interesting forecast. I'm looking at a possible bottom day of somewhere around the 5th or 6th of September with a little time cycle thing. I believe we got it marked out. I just need a... Oh, here we go. We did it over here. So, I'm going to get rid of this green parabolic thing. So we got a trend line idea here, and at the bottom of it is around 94. Depending on how we hit it, it could be at 100. Depending on what angle. But the biggest thing that I was looking for, swing low to swing high. Tell me where I need to buy. This red line we got right here, 98,009 right there. That is our 236 Fibonacci. And then I'm also, nobody's going to like to hear this, and I don't really like it yet either. 85,000 as a possibility. We could have a successful bounce from any one of those Fibonacci areas and still come up to $200,000. That's the crazy thing. It can still be bullish. Now losing this would just confirm another double top like what we went through over there, and that would drive us down. But we're not even there. This, and I got a fractal there. We're still way the freak up here. So, but on the bigger picture thing, I got an argument why I can see us come back and test this one. Because if we are in that curve, like what I had drawn there earlier, going in a parabolic move for this bull run, when you get a parabolic move, you're pulling back at the fibs. Now, when I draw it this way, it looks beautiful. Looks very beautiful. But here's the crazy thing. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it. If we come back to this red line here, on the bigger picture thing, this being a parabolic move, that red line is the perfect place for it to bounce and continue this parabola. So it could wick down there to 100,000. I would say it probably will be a wick. And then our measure move is seriously right here about $208,000. And I'm trying to keep this chart available and just to keep these ideas up there, but that could be what we're looking. We're zooming out, looking at the weekly time. That could be what we're looking at. And we know a 25-30% drop out of Bitcoin in a full-on bull market, that's normal. And last time it happened, everybody thought it was a bear market coming too, but it wasn't until that one day it was. But that's a 20% drop from the top just down to that 98,000, man. That's normal. That's normal, and we're still good. Well, what we had over here dropping from 110 down to 70. Oh God, that was horrible too. That was a 30% drop right there. That was a huge ass drop. getting a 20% one here. Yeah, that could happen. Here on the weekly, you got the 21 moving average there. What did we say that was at? That's at 107. That's about, we're just right above it. We hadn't touched it yet. I'd say we could touch it, wick below it a little bit. But yeah, eventually. But it doesn't have to happen all at once. And it goes, we're at the bottom of the candle now. We can come back up toward the top of the candle. And that's around that 113 area. We could be doing that all next week and then continue on down. So that's my biggest thing I'm trying to get up. But they like to get people scared on weekends and holidays. They love it. They love it. They live for it. That's how they make their money. And unless you want to pay them instead of getting paid, I would avoid making any really drastic decisions and seeing if you can ride through some storms. Bull Dodger, I talk to slot machines the same way. Love it. I'll send y'all a postcard when I cash out on DSLA. That was the right one though, right? That was looking promising. MG Motorsports says, could we look at WLFI? Is that one out? Well, it looks like it is. World Liberty Finance, 35 cents. This is a 6-hour. How many billions of tokens are there? So she did a 786 retracement there. We got two nice strong wicks there, sell pressure. She still looks quite bullish. I like that 29 cent area. That comes back to our 0.5 fib. I would try to look for that. It's been making higher lows on all these wicks though, so I don't know if she's going to make it back there. Let's go down to 1 hour, see if we can get some more information. Oh, that's nice. That's strong. Is that your let me see what we got on this one. Okay, that's nice. Let's put a couple of targets over here. Just for this little move that we're looking at right there. And let's see if we got any see if we got any confluence. It shouldn't. It should be too high. It's also got, this is a simpler way to do your target those.
Valor alert. Make it rain.
This is so much of a better way. So from that high to this low, you got your 786. That's where we first got rejected. So we look for going there, and doing the little higher high would be at this 886 fib area. That's one. I got those other targets that could still play if we start getting a little bit more bullish, just based off of what we got going on here. But don't know for sure that that's what we're doing until we actually see. But I see a nice trend line starting to go there, and if we look at the trend line, the channel idea, which, well, that's kind of a going from here, the bottoms to that, cutting through that. It's an idea. If it be true, if it hold any weight, kind of opens possibilities for some of these places. So I do, but that's 886, right? 41 cents. I'm leaning with 41 and 39 cents for some good shorter term targets, with one about 45 cents for a bigger target. Let's take a look at P-Bar. That was one from Gator, or Solo, I'm sorry. Tonight's gem was Solo. Sologenic. I think we looked at it before, right? And who had it? Oh, MixC's got you. Bybit's got you. Radium's got you. COINEX has got you. I'm going to look at you on COINEX. Well, let's see what else we had when we looked at it last time. See how we did. Was it MixC? All right, here was the TA that we had on it. How's it related? Still testing this 618 area. Flirting with losing it. Oh, you got a bearish cross going on right there. But yet that's good. Look like she want to come down just a wee bit lower here. About 30 cents. Do we have a... Is there another? We're at the 618 right now. She may just be flirting. It looks kind of scary now. But every one of these other candles look just like this too until it finally pulled back and closed above it. And then it just became a wick. So, but this is a bearish cross here on the daily. So we might be coming down that low just to hopefully bounce. Other things look kind of interesting. Personally, I kind of like the idea of just fibbing her out here, and should be around a 786 there somewhere if we do come down 28.8, 29. If we do, and that would be a gorgeous area for support. That would be retesting the breakout of this bigger W pattern. Here was one W pattern here that broke out, made a bigger one, and they just kind of escalate. And you might be saying we're making another one here, and this will be the neckline, and we can double up from there. They just kind of double up, or in this case, even better. Getting the party started. Higher highs, higher lows. I can't bitch about it. We just got to see where your bottom's going to come in. There's a little hint here with the trend line, but ooh, you already lost it, didn't you? You can't count on that. Let's see what we can do in this area. Throw a price tag on it. 28.8. If we can't hold where we are there, I would look for that. And let's take a look at P-Bar. I got nothing for P-Bar. There's no P-Bar. Hey, what's this? Barley, grow up. No, that's not it. It's gotta be crypto. I think we encountered that before, right? P-Bar. Let's take a look at it. I think it's on Hedera, is that right? Or H-Bar? Yeah. P-Bar. I think this is it. What's the chart looking like now? She went up and she's doing her little retracement now, right? This is on the daily. So at the 618, holding it so far. Looking to the left. This area might be acting as support. If Bitcoin does decide to tank and the market decides to follow it, I wouldn't be surprised we might be coming down a little bit lower there, but no need to entertain that thought until we actually get it. I would just be looking for us to consolidate here first, see if we can catch that. But there is, I always like to point out these little hidden trend lines, does suggest that, well, that could be where we're headed. Right there, 0.0011, not there yet. But if we do drop, it could be 33%, and that could be the nice little place to look to try to add it into a bag there. She could be on a nice little, oh man, you doubled up. What did you do? Why? Oh, that's not the, you dropped the wrong fit. What the hell? Anyway, so we seem to be like in a little channel, and it's making, you know, it's finding some support here at that Fibonacci. She might be trying to bounce up a little bit. Don't know if she's trying to break out or not, but that would be cool. Be a good time to try it, but I do see this area down here. I have no price sticker to put on there. Ladies and gentlemen, let me come back to the chat here. Give me some good ass coffee and a little bit of nicotine gum. Hey, there's Baba Yaz. How's it going, Baba Yaz? Good to see ya. There's King Hell. $2 or £2 super chat. NUB and or JYAI. Thank you, King Hell. I appreciate that. Thank you for your support. I got a little moon bag of JYAI. It's small, but it's a moon bag. Not noob though, or nub. That one I'm not familiar with, so I'm going to take just a moment just to look at it. Oh, okay. Nubcat, that's probably it. Meme coin. Let's see, $24 million market cap, so it's kind of mid there. It's done pretty good so far already, but it can, you know, it's still got room to grow. It's 2 cents. 950 million. Well, that's good for a meme. If it is a meme coin, right? Maybe an AI thing. It's hard to tell anymore. It's on Solana. I'm willing to bet it's a meme coin. Okay. What the hell did you do? Nub is a silly cat for the silliest of goobers. All right, let's go back over here. So we got 950 million. So I mean, I got to give that one a shout out for not having like 420 billion and all that bull crap. I mean, they actually got some numbers that can. This could probably get past a dime or more, right? We would hope at least do something like that. So it's got a better chance, I think, of getting some multiples than some of those that got way too damn many. So you got that going for you. Let's see, all-time high was 10 cents a year ago, and it's down 74% from that. And all-time low is 5 months ago, and it's up pretty much almost a 10x from that. It was 0.0024. It's on all these exchanges. Let's see if we can take a look at that was NUB, right? NUB. Nubcat. And Mexie's got it, and that's the first one I'm seeing. You can get on Pancake Swap. So it went up to 6 cents, and now it's at 2.5. So when they go up and they do this, reminiscent of this, but it doesn't mean we'll get all this again. It's good, but it doesn't necessarily mean that. Let's see what we got going on. I'm on the daily chart, and nice rounding shape going on. It's an accumulation, so I think it's really cool to come out and just, well, let's figure out what is accumulation. So I define it as any area beneath your 236 Fibonacci, as which I'd bought here. That's usually how it translates later on. But there's even some better places in that. We happen to be coming back into the major one right now. But when we come back to these other little guys, the juicy one was right over here. Hopefully you got into it right in here. This double bottom formation here. This nice roundy. Well, one of them's roundy. One of them's kind of. Is that road rash? What happened? Looks like a bear got your ass cheek. Okay, so it looks like a bear took a bite out of this one. But that's 3 rising valleys is what's happening. If you're looking for patterns or pattern identification, it's not a head and shoulder, although you can make it whatever you want to. But it's technically 3 rising valleys. That's a good example of 3 rising valleys. And the benefit of 3 rising valleys is the claiming gets a strong move, kind of like what it did. So shout out to 3 rising valleys. Boom shakalaka. Because that was a hellacious send-off right there, I gotta say. All right, so let's see what she's doing on the short term. Whoa, what was that? Yeah, you 113'd us right there. Oh, beautiful. We in my territory now. We're in harmonics now. Alrighty, now we're talking. Let's see if we can get something really juicy here to work out. You're doing a 618, baby. And I know it sounds crazy right now. I know it sounds crazy now, but if we do bounce off this area, got to recover this 50 daily moving average, which we're flirting with losing. I ain't gonna lie, we flirting with losing it. Ichimoku Cloud's kind of saying, you know, we can bounce off of her and she'll let us pass. She's throwing a little flirty vibe out there.
I used to drown my demons when the market crashed, Tosha sinking low, leaving me thrashed, accounts of shadow, pulling me to sin. but I stay sober, fighting from within. Oh,
All right, let's see if she squares up for us.
gripping my soul, rising through the red.
All the way down to the bottom there, because I measured from the very bottoms, the depths of hell. And she squares up very beautifully right there. Measure move coming up towards negative 0.382 Fibonacci. That if things go good, we could see that.
I wrestle the urge.
Taking a chance with this being an ABCD pattern, but we also lost a trend line, so it's got to work a miracle. Otherwise, we might be looking at her coming down to just a little bit lower. And
Aiming my fight. Oh, crypto sober,
and that would be a deeper retracement.
rising through the red.
Well, actually, there's several different things that it can do. It doesn't have to. When I do this, it doesn't mean that's exactly what I expected to. That we're getting there. But I mean, she could be making an M pattern, which you know is another variation of these harmonics and everything, and that could be definitely spelling for down here. So we can see some other things, even if we bounce from here, that could still get us down here. But right now, apart from this is the only thing I don't like. I don't like losing that trend line. I don't like that. But I am looking for it to try to come up to those areas there. Let's see if it's got any success with it. This one may not work. It may. I'm not as confident on it because of the trend line. So I got my own questions about it. But let's see if it's got it. I do like what I'm seeing down here, though.
Gripping my soul, rising through the red.
Okay, so let's come down to the 4 hour and see what you're saying. Man, you liking that? So far, doing good on this 618. Would love to see that catch there. A lot of people might be trying to see a head and shoulders pattern, and it's true, might be. Neckline's a little kind of iffy for me. If I look at it, it's a little bit slanted like that, but yeah, I can still say it's there. Measure move takes you down places that you don't even want to talk about right now. You click off my channel if I told you. So we're not going to entertain that idea, and it doesn't have to play down that way. I would be looking at more of this idea, and you know, when these things break down, they do kind of go down, but it's not usually that bad, that's all I'm saying. So while some people might be trying to look at the more local pattern, I still maintain that if you will just draw a trend line from the candle bodies to candle bodies on the outside, that tells you what the real pattern is, the one that really kind of you should be trying to apply, rather than what you might be able to find inside of it. You can get some territory out the inside. But, you know, this little bull flag over here didn't go up. It kind of went the other way. So the bigger thing, it's like the bigger ones. You said you like the bigger ones. Okay, this is getting weird. All right, so we got 360 moving average right here that we're trying to catch. Got some bear signs, bullish signs. If I play by the rules, we got to see if we come up and get rejected, and then we either roll over, come down here, or kind of try to bottom out where we are. So let's see what's going on there. I know I got those higher targets over there, but I was saying we got to get past the trend line first. So 33 cents is a responsible place to look to see how we react there. Getting above it is the, oh man, that's a good place to buy it. So Nubcat, let's see if she can pull off. She could pull off a bear trap. That would be the most ideal thing, where we get back above the trend line, right? But right now, the trend line is resistance, about 33 cents. But if we get above it, more or less AF, and I'm not against that. Top trend line, break that. That would be the great little first sign, and that's going to be about 29 cents right there. Can we get there? Can we do it? Can you break out above there? I think I'm looking. That's what I'm looking for. This is what I'm looking. I'm going to leave this like here. This is what I'm looking for to happen, and it might have to try to work our way back up. Let's take a look at JYAI, Jerry the Turtle, by Matt Fury, and looks like Mexi's got it. Look, it's a fuzzy wuzzy. That back where I found it. All right, so what is this thing doing? Broke a trend line. That's not usually the best thing. I need to turn this up a little bit. We're playing with our microphone trying to get our levels right here. All right. So it got up to our 786 retracement. We had higher targets up there because I like to put my higher targets up there. But the 786, that's your old faithful standard basic run of the mill. Hey man, if we're going to top out, that is a great place to look for a lower high happening there. So we got that. Let me go ahead and take these little guys off, and we'll keep that there. We take these off of there right now. We'll still see if we still got any validity going on there. I love me trend lines because they just kind of point out some possibilities you might not see otherwise, like a channel. We'll draw us a new fib from I go to the low lows. I picked the wrong thing. It's not the fib.
Job breaks my soul. Hearts fret and torn.
From the swing low to the swing high. Oh, look at where you are.
For my girls, I'm warm.
She's at the 0.5. Maybe that can hold, but more than likely, I could definitely make an argument why we would come down here to 618 and retest this bigger 236 fib area, which below is the discount zone. Even the trend line itself suggests a possible 786 retracement, and what else do we got? What if we do, or even better yet, let me get rid of that. So, I mean, this one's presenting us with several different possibilities. So, what kind of clues can we get to help us? Sometimes that's already written in with the price action. That's what I'm trying to identify now. And the idea of a channel just got a little iffy there. Okay. So far, she has not lost that 0.5 Fibonacci, and that's been holding strong. So it loses that. I can't say anything bad about it, other than it might be coming down to 0.00015 area. That would be a stronger area of support. And that might be leading to, make people, they could actually make this pattern. And I guess technically, since this is coming in at the top, that even a lower high, it could make that, and that would give it a reason to come back down to these lower areas. We could see it play out something like that. Not that I know that it's going to do that, but I'm just saying that's one possibility. Also, a possibility is that it finds its happy little ass here and then breaks back up into that trend line very bullishly. It's getting a little bit less likely to happen, but it's still there because we've been holding that strong. It's actually made a higher low here, so it's too early to get full on bearish. I mean, again, kind of like what Bitcoin was facing just a few minutes ago, or maybe even still, or maybe even broke it. I don't know. But until it gets past this low that it made right there, it could be a possible double bottom at this little zone, 0.5 fib. Totally possible. Totally possible. What are you saying down here on the small time frames? You're confused. All right. Well, it hadn't figured out what it wants to do yet, but so we're either breaking a channel, breaking a makeshift trend line here. Already broke some others. Mostly breaking a fib would be the thing. So this one we got to be patient on. She's not giving us a clear signal, but she's holding strong where she is, and that says a lot right there. So that's about all I got on Jerry the Turtle at the moment. Moving averages aren't as happy, but still. There's a lot of bouncing that can be going on Jerry the Turtle when the moving averages are not happy. We can see some upside here. Not out of the question. Or ladies and gentlemen, boys and squirrels, boys and squirrels, boys and girls, rabbits and squirrels. Well, thank you, King Hell. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. My clappy hand buttons stopped working again. Alright, let's give that a like. Make sure I'm not missing anything there. So we've been going for an hour and 10 minutes, and Road Dog, can you look at IP for us? Chief and Keep, how's it going? That one turned around, wasn't it? It got down as low as like $1.50 or something, didn't it? Nobody, you know, I mean, it started out hot, like, I think it was what, $8 or $9, maybe even more at one time, right? Let's look at the chart and see, I guess. Now you're back at 8. Yeah, you were up here before. This one was an interesting one. I was wanting to play it, but she was too hyped up. And then when she got down, I mean, I had a very tiny play, and I think I'm already out of that. But that's nice. And you're coming back up. Looks like you're like at the 886 area for Fibonacci. So she might be rolling over here, or soon, or she might be going for the higher high. But finding the rejection at the 786, that's what we look for. And this is where some people might be trying to short when you get to this area. To me, I think it's a great place to get paid, take some profit. Coming down the smaller time frame, well, she looking like she want to try to go up to the next level, take it to the 886, which is not uncommon. That's a nice bullish sign, but she might peter out there. Let's see if we can get any hidden insight. You gave me a 786 though. Alright. You want to do it this way or that way? We go swing low to swing high over here. We got a deep ass retracement, an 886 retracement. I would really be looking at this 886. Let's see what we can do there. If she does want to go higher though, I'm actually going to take it from this measurement there. I wouldn't be. I don't personally see it getting past 1050 before she gets a serious pullback. Could be totally wrong, but just based on how deep that it went, I'd be looking first at 8.90, 8.89. That we might be able to get up there before we get a bigger pullback. We got a trend line here. Oh, that would. Oh, I could see that. Possibly. If we got one level here, we got a nice strong one, even if it comes back and goes sideways or something like there. I could see how we could get 3 rises out of this, so that's pretty interesting. And here we are on the 4 hour looking bullish, 36 minute. She's trying. She is really trying. She's got a trend line here too. That's sexy. Look at that. I hadn't even touched it. She's got some room. She might go sideways until she gets there and then start popping off, so we might see something like that. But I would say it's likely it's got a good chance to try to touch this. Even more bullish if it doesn't. So, wow, you're looking bullish here on these smaller time frames. Got some buy signals coming in on the 36 minute. 15 minute had a buy signal recently. What'd you have on the 4 hour? Not yet on the 4 hour. I don't think it's there yet. Yeah, it's on the 1 hour. On the 1 hour. So she's trying to get a little frisky on the smaller time frames here. I think she's headed up to 876. That's just my take. And maybe beyond. How far would she go beyond? Well, this kind of leads, believe it or not, this kind of leads into the channel theory, but, you know, we put that at our little breakout areas, and if we take this angle, I think we can kind of, it's a stretch, I'll admit it, I would just take it off. We might revisit that after we get some price action here. Right now it's a little bit of a stretch. All we got to make this angle is what the candle bodies that we had over here. So she is a little bit of a stretch. She might actually be coming off of here. There's some angle respect. She might be deviating. That's looking good. I'll entertain that idea. I'll make you dotted so I know that that's a secondary idea. Ladies and gentlemen, let me come back to the chat here, see what you guys are doing. King Hell, how's it going, man? I see you. You're welcome. AD, what's up, my man? So we looked at Noob and JY, Jerry the Turtle for King Hell. I appreciate that. Or was it Chief and... I like fibbing around, says AD. I do too, man. The more I learn about it. And I keep learning. I keep learning more and more about it. I've been learning some freaky AD or WD GAN stuff lately that it did start freaking me out. One idea. Can we do it? It may just be an... It shouldn't be an anomaly, but it might be an anomaly. But let me find a chart. Could we have done it here on this one? I thought. Let's see if we can try that. There was this one little, is a pure math trick, right? And it's basically we're taking the low and doing it by price to get a time value. And I just think this stuff is just kind of cool. But I mean, it will take a lot of back testing to get faith in it and things like that. And I found some discrepancies on some things. And things work better on the daily for some of these things. But 98,255 was the price, right? So 98,255, and what GAN would do sometimes is just multiply by 0.10. You know, you're knocking off you're knocking off a few numbers there. You'd be coming up with a 982. But our numbers is so big, I decided, well. Or we would do by 100. We'd take the hundreds off. Anyway, this is probably going to make me look stupid. This is not going to work, is it? I may have to revisit this audio. We've just been playing around with these things. The time scale, I'm not seeing it work out here. What do you got? What's about the 10? Never mind. I'm not fluent enough in what I've been studying to even try to show or explain it. But it was interesting. It did work, and I did go through the math on it, and I'm just probably doing it wrong. I'm not remembering how it does. But it was taking the price and with a calculation. It might have been by tangent 30. It might have been multiplying by tangent 30. I can't remember. I don't think it was, though. They also use square root. But there was a formula that you put it up there, and it didn't work on the 1/10, but if I took another 0 off, it gave me the number of candles to the next top. And that's what it was supposed to have done, was to tell me how many candles, how many intervals until we get to a top, and that's where the price and time square. WD GAN is just kind of out there, man. But that's what I like to do in my spare time for fun sometimes, every once in a while, to try to wrap my head around some of his concepts. Well, I just thought it's fascinating. But I've been putting also all that information. If anybody else is kind of nerdy like that too, or if you're a WD GAN fan or whatever, not a GAN fan, but a fan of WD GAN, I did post some of those ideas and some of the videos that I was taking it from. And it's a guy named Michael Jenkins, I think, is the best one that I've found that has a really good understanding of GAN. He's the best. I think he's got the most in-depth, and he was a Wall Street trader, big name on Wall Street, whatever, and all that stuff. But some of his videos are over there too. But it's interesting because there's a numerological aspect to it, and it corresponds to, it gets out there, folks. It's different from drawing trend lines and having an indicator. But it's fascinating. It's fascinating. Sometimes it almost looks like, is this it? Sometimes it almost looks like some kind of voodoo or ceremonial magic, because there's a square of 9 thing that he used a lot, and he also used the zodiac. It gets wild, people. It can get kind of wild. Totally different. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 17 people hanging out with me. We've been going for about an hour 19. We're going to come over and take a look at Bitcoin, see if you're surviving, come back to original chart. Still holding the little GAN line here. Still holding it. Haven't broke it. No breaky. It looked like it's going to, threatening, but now it's starting to look, here on the small 6-minute time frame, Ichimoku cloud's not all thin and spindly anymore, not being scary, starting to thicken up. That's an invitation to come see me, baby. Come back to 108 something. What else is also going on over on the small time frame, and this is why I look at these, on these candles at this area, which has the Gann fan line. Normally you see me have a Fibonacci line out or a trend line, but on this particular chart we pulled Gann fans and we're playing around with it. But holding this area, losing this area is no bueno, and it could signify a faster, stronger drop. This is definitely one to hold. And playing with this one on a previous move, I actually got to see how that played out, and yeah, it did. It's flirting with losing it, but it's also, well, until I started talking silly like that, we had a bullish cross of the 5 moving average over the 9. Like she's trying to pull it off. 1 minute, what are you doing over here? Let's go to the 1 minute. 1 minute's trying to get above the 9 too. Don't let this thing fake you out. Well, you look kind of weird. Get in that cloud. Give me some green candles. Give me some green over here. Okay, well, as soon as I get ready to leave, she wants to try to scare everybody again and start dropping. And again, we go back to our rules. She did lose it over here on the 1 minute. And trying to over here. And like I said, we don't want to see that area lose. Area support 107.3, 106.9 if we get down there. But the biggest thing is, yeah, that 107.411, where we came down and we did two wicks right at the same area. So it's a form of double bottom. It did something similar over here, but they weren't as even. But these were very even. Some people call them tweezers. But until we break that area, which I guess is trying to test right now, it might just be coming back down to do the same thing or something very similar down there. We could still be looking at a double bottom. Maybe I should stay here until we kind of confirm that. Looks like it shouldn't take too long, just a few minutes here. See if we get anything down here. Or, you know, it's not even broken this most recent low of low, so this is where our emotions can kick in and we can start getting nervous if we're over leveraged or in a bad trade and down under. Just, you know, listen to other people and go ahead and tell us that they, you know, what they assume is going to happen without any confirmations. First we got to break this guy, and then we got to break this guy. And then we start getting our confirmations. And then we might start entertaining a support resistance area to find a retest, and there might be a short there. But right now you're still support, and it might still be support. Hey, we're gonna hang around here until we kind of get a clearer view on Bitcoin, since it's been kind of a scary, rough day anyway. I gotta say, we're on this very small 1 minute time frame, all right? Just trying to see the action if it actually happens here. It was the bigger time frames that led us to, these ideas zooming out a little bit and not being so zoomed in. Oh, this is exciting. We're watching the 1 minute like paint dry. Maybe we should go over to the, should we? Looks like we should. Well, welcome to the Bitcoin Bowl. It looks like the Bears are in control today. They seem to be running the price back down toward the goal line of $107,000. Wow, the crowd is noisy tonight here at the Bitcoin Bowl. We got some advertising up there on the screen that, Sean, can you clear there we go. Thank you very much. Get the cheerleaders going. All nice and happy right there, yeah. Taylor Swift is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to the newly betrothed. Well, I wish her well in life. Like, if the millions won't cut it, well, maybe somebody to boss around well. Can we be making a higher low here? Well, that is quite the possibility. We draw our Fibonacci's from swing low to swing high. We'll say that we are at the 886 yard line. Yes, the Fibonacci yard line of the 886. Oh, somebody crying foul. What happened? Let's take a look. The Bears do not seem to be happy, ladies and gentlemen. The Bears are not happy that we're holding this area of support. I think it's time to go onto the field. Let's go down to the 10-second chart to get the nitty-gritty. Well, Bob, I'm down here on the 10-second chart. Things are happening kind of fast down here. Well, not really. We're kind of hanging sideways, but it looks kind of scary. It looks like we might be trying to come down. Looks like we might be trying to go up, trying to see what's happening. We got a cross of the 9 moving average over the 21. Just happened right behind the price action here, right behind the candle. Didn't even see it coming, trying to push price down. It may be happening. Back to you, Bob. On to the 6 minute. Well, thank you. We are seeing that drop down just a little bit lower. Feels more like a golf game on the 6 minute, so we're going to come back to the 1 minute. Still not breaking that low, but we're watching intently. Will it get down there? Is Bitcoin going to go down on Labor Day weekend? But it's never going to go below $47,000. We touched it. You came and touched it. I can't believe it. You done it. Oh no. Will it go lower, or are we going to turn around? I think it's time to go to the 10-second chart. We're back at the 10-second chart. We're down here. We came down and touched bottom one more time at the goal line, but we can't seem to be able to get it across right now. The bulls are trying to take the price. Oh, touchdown! And the Bears got a touchdown. Is it official? All right, well, score one for the Bears. We made a new lower low, and now it's time to play limbo to see just how low we can go. We might be coming back up for a little retest, or is it a fake out? Are the Bulls getting the price back? Was that call too early? It looks like we thought we had a technicality, but the Bears are not very happy about it. They've reclaimed the price. Reclaiming the price while the Ichimoku just sits back here and watches in astonishment as we're trying to determine, was the goal line met or not? Was this a clear call or not? We can't seem to go any further, ladies and gentlemen. The refs are out there blowing their whistles. Bears out there arguing. I see the Bulls are getting a little chant going, trying to build a little enthusiasm, a little support here. We're trying to wait for the decision. What we're doing, and it looks like, the Bears are not happy at all with that little move, that little fake out by the Bulls. Very impressive here on the, and they're going further. Another candle, did that candle even confirm? That's like 2 candles within seconds there. And the Bulls are getting excited again. They're happy to be back into the play. They still got some places to go, got some grounds to carry. They did make a lower low there, I gotta say, but looks like the Bulls are trying to recover as we speak. A little sly move on the Bears. The Bears are recovering. It's all over. We're going back to 0. This game is over. It's already decided. This is it. Oh no. Bears making another play here one more time, trying to get that touchdown. Will they succeed? Will they confirm this call, or will it be reversed as we're watching it today? Oh Lord, ladies and gentlemen, just don't know. What's it going to happen? Will it be a higher low? Ooh, we're back down to ground 0. She's at ground 0 as we're speaking. Ichimoku Cloud over there, hopeful, saying, baby, 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 come on back home. I got some nice biscuits and gravy ready for you. Come on, let me feed you, darling. You don't need to go chasing them ugly cheerleaders. Get away from them cheerleaders. Come on back. Come on back. No. Seems that Ichimoku Cloud is getting a little bit jealous of her cheerleaders down here, trying to entice Price to come down and visit them. Cheerleaders! Come on now. Well, we see where Bitcoin's heart really is. That biscuit and gravy be calling, baby, right on up here. Can you go up there? Come on, baby, go have breakfast. Let's go have breakfast let's have breakfast for dinner. Late night dinner here. Midnight snack. Breakfast. Can we get some hash browns on the side there? A little fried peanut butter and jelly. Bacon sandwich. I'm just looking for a little higher high, baby. Ain't gotta be too much. I just gotta get a little something. Can we just put the tip right over here? Just a little right over here. Can we do it? 18 people hanging out watching a turkey. Talk about Bitcoin if it is a major league sport. Can we get the higher high end? We got some resistance coming here on the 10-second chart. 50 moving average. Oh my God. Is this what we have become? We are watching everything on the 10-second chart. Yes. This is where we are. This is what our lives will become to on the holiday weekend. Watching a turkey. Oh, there we go. There's a high. There's our first little higher high. We still got some more confirmations to make over here, but that's a nice little twist of fate there when you tried to make you think it was over, baby. I'm shorting. I'm going short. Yeah, bad idea. Shorting support right here because we got some support, baby. We got. Look at that. That's a triple bottom. Don't get it too head and shoulder happy. It could be a possible triple bottom. I would say confirmed. Whether you want to look at it as being a triple bottom or just a little red box. Hey man, bounce off this area, see if we can double it up, go a little higher. Yes, baby, I gotta say. Very pleased. Very pleased. And so are the bulls. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna take it back to the 1-minute chart and get off this. We did what we came to do. We came, we saw, we conquered. A higher high is in, suggesting the change of a possible change of trend. All we need now is maybe if the bears do take back over price, that we do come back just for a higher low, the bulls recover, send us higher, or maybe they just want to go make a little touchdown tonight. They're looking a little, oh no, there's the bears coming back for a little bit, yeah. It's kind of like we've seen these plays happen before. Expecting the bulls to come in and come and touch a little something, maybe here, or maybe here, or maybe here, but anywhere in between. Oh, maybe early. Look at you go, bull. Can you keep it up? Ladies and gentlemen, we seem to be making some higher highs. Let's hope we get some higher lows in. We're going to the end screen. Call it a night. Thank you for hanging out. We'll be back again tomorrow night.
Crypto smooth talker, got me liking the hype. First wave hits, your sweet talking charm. Second roll comes, I'm falling for your arm.
Third push feels right, riding that wave. Then you bounce out quick, leaving me in a cave.
I slide and shine, tryna play your game. Dating app goals, you shut me down a sane.
First swipe's a miss, you pass me by. Second try's dead, just a cold goodbye.
Oh gosh, Strega, did you see that?
I'm out of the loop. Then you hit me back, giving me that boost.
We ride the humps, then you drop me low. 3 highs to a crash, that's how
I'm a little behind on the chat.
I crawl through dumps, then you live.
Oh, that's foul play. That's a good one.
3 lows to a rise, filling my cup. Heart slip like crypto moves wild and free. In this dark love game, it's you and me.
That's what's missing. Up, keep Sean.
You tease me on those early waves roll. I'm checking signals, but you steal my soul.
I chase your tears, tryna read the signs. Overthinking trades, losing track of lines.
We're caught in this dance.
Gosh darn it, Bitcoin. Make up your damn mind.
Humps and dumps, night turns to day. We ride the humps, then you drop me low. 3 highs to a crash, that's how it goes. I crawl through dumps, then you live.
trouble zone for Bitcoin.
Hearts flip like crypto moves.
Oh, and we lost it again. Are you looking? You suck, Bitcoin. You suck, girl, dog.
In this dark
We made a higher high and then we made a lower low.
it's you
On the 10-second chart. They're going to have fun with us tomorrow, aren't they?
live right.
So, looks like we got
I'm in the game tonight.
painted it blue, and I can't remember what it was. Logo time gets us right in our local field area can get us in this zone if we do continue lower. Unless she wants to fake us out, she can still be faking us out, but we go lower, we're looking around this 106.9 area could be coming into play, 106.8, and on our way to 105. Maybe. We still got to. I'm still hopeful that they're just playing with our emotions a little bit. But I do expect wherever we find some support, whether it's here or a little bit lower, it'll push price back up a little bit and then roll over. So that will be the much better place to make any decisions. Unless you're close to some liquidation or something like that. But now the people are going to be looking to short. Some of them shorting early, but now they got some arguments for shorting now. Official arguments for, right? You broke the level, right? No. Oh, I thought you did. You didn't. Is that right? Oh, no. Oh, I'm sorry. We're at the point right now. We are at our double bottom. Still possible potential right here. That gray line. I thought it was on the other one. It's not. It's on this one. Well, let's go to the 10-second. Because it's fun. It's amazing how you just go sideways like that. Okay, so bounce here or kiss her ass is goodbye. Will it stay this time? I mean, now we got resistance over here. All right, so this is the area that this is our, we break this area, there will be more people shorting. We never did look at the liquidation heat map. Oh, I got that music cranked up, don't I? It looks like there is a little bit more liquidity, more of it up to the upside than to the downside, at the moment anyway. It doesn't mean they're not trying to go eat this over here. How low does it go? 106? That's not very much over there though. That's all the more gooder stuffer is up here about 109. Are we bouncing? Oh look! All right, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully we will catch and bounce here, losing this area. Let me say this 107.4 area. That is at the bottom we had a few days ago. Can't see it on a 10-second chart. It's too far over. Shoot. I'll throw you up there. And that's exactly where we came right back to test tonight. I thought it was what we were doing earlier when I was on the 10 and I missed it. It's doing it now. So a good chance we might bounce here and do double bottoms. And then there's also a chance that it may not. We're right there at that juicy little spot. Like, what's it going to do? And 10 seconds is hinting that maybe it wanted bottom here. Let's cross our fingers. Keep your eyes on Bitcoin. And we'll have to look for confirmations that this might be a bottom. Good night, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Nice one, Bitcoin. Nice bump up there for that higher high. I like it. Did we call bottom? We're gonna come and brag that we called bottom. Take that, bottom callers. Alright, so that's nice. Let's hope that we got something going on here. It could be a possible double bottom. This could be a play now. On the 10-second chart, that would be cool. Because honestly, I'm tired of it going down. This is bull crap. Well, let's get this bull market started. I want to buy a Lambo. Good night, everybody. And good night, John Boy.
Lambo skirt, mention touching the moon. Paris drip, Dubai haze, diamonds flash. Sex with queens, cashing in my stash.